of like hand gestures above it, and the fly, because of the heat from his hand, will begin to reanimate and fly away.
Dude, fuck that. I would hit that dude in the nuts.
Suck it, you evil wizard!
Necromancer! And I just beat the shit out of him.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Hi! Flutter of wings. Flutter of wings.
We had a game plan that we were all going to be facing a certain way and lighting our wings, but then Zach just ran
I
up.
fucked up.
But you can see it for a brief amount of time, and it's awesome. Anyway,
It was fucking cool.
what the fuck are we doing now?
I don't.
Oh yeah, we gotta go
fucking
talk to
remember.
homeboy
Hanging out.
over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Got it.
With the ex mortis.
Yeah.
Ted just opened our minds to Death Battle on Screw Attack.
Fuck yeah.
And
Oh,
those
that
were
was
really
excellent.
cool.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We've been watching those for a good while, actually.
How many of them are there?
67.
Shitload,
Jesus,
yeah.
you knew.
There's a lot.
He was ready for that
Astounding,
question.
actually.
Well, the
Jesus.
thing is, I looked at the playlist on my phone
Ah.
before we went to
97
Subway.
videos. That
Throwing a
makes sense.
fucking sword, boy.
96, right? Yeah.
Oh,
What's
shit.
Suck my
happening?
sword. What the
Damn,
fuck?
that was like attached to
My
you. That was fucking crazy.
That was
Yeah.
weird.
That's what they do now.
Oh, really?
What the Oh, your sentries. Dad,
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I forgot about that one. I never use it.
I'm using it now because I don't have Polar Station yet.
Polar Station's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yeah,
with
it is.
everything that that the hunter is all about. It's fucking stupid.
The knees of many bees, if you will.
It's the
But you
bee's
just
knees.
imagine, guys. You know what I did last night? This is just on the subject of bees.
Heroin.
Yeah, actually, black tar.
Speaking
Black
of
tar
bees,
heroin.
heroin.
Speaking of bees, I did all of the black tar heroin last night. But anywho, I watched CKY for like the first time in like 8 years. Anybody
Weird.
else ever watched that in here?
I saw it before, like
Oh,
a
dear
long
God.
time ago.
Yeah. So I was like a teenager when I watched that. I was in like high school. So I was probably like 15, 16 last time I watched it. And it's just as good as I remembered. God damn it, it was perfect. So we watched it. And it was really funny. But they actually they freeze a bee and then they tie it to a string. And when it comes back, it's alive somehow. I don't get it at all. And it wakes up and it just flies around. They have it on a string. It's fucking hilarious.
Jesus,
dude.
That's actually a magic trick that I couldn't tell you the name of the magician. He's a street magician, but he does that with flies. Is he'll take them and he'll put them in a cooler full of dry ice and he'll put them into a state of suspended animation. He'll then plant them on like a windowsill and tell someone, "Hey, check this out, I can resurrect this fly." He puts it in his hand, starts doing obviously the flash of hand gestures above it, and the fly, because of the heat from his hand, will begin to reanimate and fly away.
Dude, fuck that. I would hit that dude in the nuts.
Suck it, you evil wizard!
Necromancer! And I just beat the shit out of him. 'Cause there's
Immediate danger!
Yeah. I don't like new things.
I don't like new
I just beat the hell out of that guy. Oh my god.
Change is bad!
Yeah, change is scary. You don't. Y'all, people shouldn't have that power.
You
No,
don't fuck with that.
Jesus.
You give that fly back to Jesus. He
No
took
shit.
it for a reason.
That
You'll
fly
get to-
wasn't meant to be, dog.
You don't get to take shit from Jesus.
Just tried to throw my sword at that turret.
Damn straight. Let's fucking this thing up. Lightning!
Hi guys.
You want a jar?
Flaming
Or you're using the
pumpkins.
Fire
you're using
poops.
fireballs, yeah.
Flaming
Yeah,
bouncy
the flaming
pumpkins.
dudes.
Fucking Mario Bros here.
Oh, man. God, I wish I made that sound.
Oh
thing
shit, I
sucked
didn't
me
realize that Midnight Century's not shoot anymore.
Ooh,
Ow, owie, ow, fuck.
Oh, fucking dune worms here.
Dude.
Fucking thresher moths.
Oh my.
So, Zach, when we weren't filming, you brought up DLC. And you were going to talk about that.
Yeah. So, Ted and I, we talk about this all the time, actually. Just how gaming, I think that always being online, and this honestly, I think I could say that for things like Facebook and social media. I think always being online is such a kick in the nuts to everybody who played video games when you were younger, when you had a PS2, where it was you bought a game, had to
Just here,
spend
guys.
You had to spend the $50 on it. You bought the game, but that was it. That was all you had to spend. You had the full game. You could experience it in its entirety. If it was bad, that was it. If it was broken, that was it. You just didn't play it. Now, I think game makers have the ability of releasing like a half-assed game and then be like, we'll just fix it later with patches and shit like that.
Or even the day one patch.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just...
The fact that a day one patch even needs to exist
Yeah.
says fucking leagues about the gaming industry
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah, like in comparison to what we used to have, where it's like I said, I mean, you bought the game and that was it. You didn't have to wait 6 months and then buy another version of the game. It's like to fix all the issues. Like, you know, recently, like I said, I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Bought the Game of the Year edition so I could play through the DLC. Granted, like I think I bought it like the original game for like $15, and then I bought the Game of the Year edition for $40. So I'm about like $55, whatever. That's like normal price for a game these days. But imagine how much I spent on like Mortal Kombat X when that came out. That was $100 to get all of like the first season pass. They released a fucking second season pass with more characters. Like, that's such a kick in the dick.
And then they
to
release
everybody.
another version of the game that includes everything at
And then
full
it's
price.
Like, yeah, and then spend another $60
And it's like,
on
what the
that.
fuck?
It's like, oh man, that's just I think that's such bullshit.
I didn't spend a fucking dime on any of the DLC for Mortal just for that reason, out of spite. Because I was like, fuck you.
And you're a cheapskate.
And I'm a cheap.
Yeah, that helps. I
Even though
like
I wanted Predator and
exactly.
Jason Voorhees so bad, I was like, oh, that's gonna be so fucking tits.
I love Mortal Kombat so
Yeah.
much, and like I was playing it a ton.
But it was
and
so expensive.
Yeah, that's
To be
crazy.
fair, those characters weren't necessarily planned from the start, and they had a full roster in the game already.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, I get it to an extent, but it's like I don't know. I think that's such a kick in the dick from like old games where it's like, okay, you want to play as Predator? Work your ass off, unlock him.
Yeah.
Like, I miss unlockables in games rather than like, okay, you have to pay to play as that.
Yeah.
No, like, what if I want to play your game enough where I kick its ass, and then you give me that for kicking this game's ass?
Yeah.
Like, that kicks ass. Like, I'm just saying kick ass a ton now. But it's kick ass.
It's so kick ass. You
like-
can't take that fly back from Jesus. He took that fly for a reason.
Like Mortal Kombat Apocalypse. Did you guys ever play that at all?
Yes.
Or Armageddon, that's what it was.
That's the one with Zombie Liu Kang.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Getting Zombie Liu Kang. Dude, if you didn't have a walkthrough, first off, that was fucking impossible. But secondly, like, you had to work. Like, you had to put the work in, you had to put some time in, you had to kick the game's ass for a good amount of fucking time before you even had a shot at getting Zombie Liu Kang. Now, if they came out with Zombie Liu Kang, it's like, that'll be $10. Just go ahead and put in your card. Like, that's fucked up to me.
Some of the... Okay, I do have counters to this, like...
Yeah.
But as far as Mortal Kombat is concerned, the thing that is bullshit to me is, like, the paying for easy fatalities.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Because that's just,
Yeah.
that's, like, against the game.
Yeah.
Like, the mechanics of the game.
Exactly. And
like,
that was like, you had to work your ass off to learn those.
yeah,
as a kid.
that's part of the draw of it.
Exactly.
But, like, a lot of this shit with the DLC... That can't be, like, put on the devs' shoulders.
No, not at all.
Like,
No.
No, that's
I don't
that's
blame
totally
industry
the
itself.
publisher.
That's the industry, yeah.
And it's bullshit. But at the same time, like, a game like Dragon Age, just the vanilla game, it's not, like, enhanced by the DLC. It's, like, a full game, and you get your money's worth.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
already.
Yeah, and not to say that that's, like, one of the offenders of kind of, like, the broken-ass games that, like, come out and then they fix them later with patches.
Well, yeah.
Looking at you,
Because Dragon Age
Bethesda.
is still incredible.
Yeah, there's a difference between, like,
Yeah.
fucked up broken patches and, like, bullshit
Like,
pay to win
yeah,
or pay to
exactly.
play kind of games.
Yeah.
And, like, full on, like, giving more content.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
Red Dead
Like,
Redemption, yeah.
they went out of their way to make something fun and nuts that is
Exactly.
nothing like the game.
Yeah,
Right.
Undead Nightmare was way cool. However, I did have a qualm with Red Dead Redemption. I bought it day one, fucking unplayable. Like, so it was that was honestly, I remember when
What
that
console
game
did you
released,
have it on?
PS3.
Oh.
So when I bought it on day one, it was 100% unplayable. Like, I'm playing through one of the missions in the game. I was having a great time despite it being broken. Like, it was, like, I mean, broken in all these dumb ways where it was, like, at certain times, like, my horse would just not come, and then it'd come and I'd be underneath it somehow. So a lot of them are, like, glitches that
And
are
then
just
it came
hilarious. And then, like, okay, whatever, like, this is kind of fun. And then you get to, like, missions where there's issues. For instance, one of my missions was kill all the people in this warehouse, basically, or something like that. You know, like, just normal, like, whatever, type of, like, Rockstar quest, basically, like, kill them all! So I'm killing everyone, and it gets to a point where something's shooting at me, but I don't know where this person is. So I use, like, the radar in the game or whatever to find it. The enemy was processed by the game as a rock. It can kill me. I cannot kill it. Start the quest over. That was my only option, was start the mission over, restart the game entirely. It did this to me 3 or 4 more times on that same mission. However, like I said, this was at the point where I'm coming off of my PS2 days into PS3, so I've dealt with bullshit in a few other games before. So at this point, I think I was a little bit more giving. I was like, you know, nowadays if that shit would have happened to me, fuck that, I'm done.
See, like, I had Red Dead on Xbox 360, and I don't remember any bad things happening.
I had so many problems.
There were funny glitches, though. Like, the horse stuff.
Hilarious.
Like, sometimes, like, the horse would be riding up in the sky.
Yeah,
like,
those were fucking as hell.
But, like, usually it just performed well. And
I had so many issues until they released, like, the patch for it. I mean, it was only, like, 2 days where the game was basically unplayable. I had to stop, though. Like, I couldn't pass that mission. I couldn't pass, like, any of the other ones, like, so the side missions or anything that I could do. I couldn't do anything with the game. I was at basically a wall at that point where I had to wait until they fixed it. And I remember that game, I was still getting Game Informer at the time and everything as well. And that actually spurned such an issue with, like, the community where it's like how gaming has changed, basically. And that was their argument, was like, now game makers don't have to give you a finished game, they can fix it later.
Yeah.
And I think that's such
a there's
deal.
some big offenders, and it sucks.
Yeah. Dad's super salty.
Let's talk about Brink for a second.
Oh, God, that was a broken piece of shit.
I really wanted Brink to be cool.
I was so excited for Brink.
All of us did.
Oh my God.
You couldn't even play it for the longest time, at least on PC.
It was going to be so
PC
fucking cool.
bad.
The promise
Holy
of Brink. Oh my God.
It was
People
gonna be
don't
so
know.
rad.
People don't know about this.
Yeah,
like,
and
That's
Unless
because
you were, like,
Bethesda
gaming
paid
hard.
money
To
Buried
shush
it. They just fucking buried
to
it.
shush that one up.
oh my God. Like,
that
the
game
next
was
generation
rough.
of gamers will never know.
How fucking awful that was.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, another one of those where it's just the biggest slap in the dick to, like, spend $60 on this broken pile of shit that is completely unplayable and in no means fun. Like that's...
And the thing
the
that really pissed me off was Bethesda. I think 85% of the player base was affected by this because it was a common... There's an issue with a very common chipset at the time. So Bethesda said explicitly, we cannot replicate the issue in-house.
So they just denied it existed.
How? Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
It's like, no,
our game is working. Your computer sucks.
Yeah, there's
They
something
didn't
wrong
fix
with
it for
yours.
2 weeks. And by that time,
Your
everyone
dick
was
needs
pissed
Viagra.
off. So nobody was playing
Fucking
anymore. So the
for
community
shit.
was gone. So the game's worthless now.
That's such a bummer. Like, Blizzard will never ever do this, but I mean, what if Blizzard? Okay, what if Blizzard released Overwatch and you just couldn't fucking play it? Like, what if, like, you picked Hanzo and then all of a goddamn sudden you were Widowmaker and you couldn't do a goddamn thing about it? It's like, no, the game said fuck you and that was it. Like, that's the end of it. Your kit didn't work. You couldn't do any of the goddamn things you were promised. Imagine that. Just fucking picture that for a second. That was Brink. Your whole fucking shit didn't work. You want to use sonar, doesn't work.
That was what would happen because it had that objective-based system where you could say, "Oh, I'm gonna go heal this person, or I'm gonna give this person ammo, or I'm gonna attack their subjective."
Yeah.
The second you press tab to pull that up, crash.
Yeah. How the
Every
hell does that work?
Fucking time. That was when I knew. You know what? The world is a cruel place.
And honestly, even if it was working 100%,
Not fun.
wasn't a good game. Like, at all. Not even close.
Even working, it was still bad.
It wasn't anything that it was promised to be.
Oh yeah, a lot of broken promises.
Hell yeah.
I did
Every
really
broken
like
promise.
the easy parkour in that game. Like, that was really cool.
Yeah, they had, like, good ideas.
I'd
They were
rather just play
so
Mirror's Edge
badly
again.
executed.
I fucking hate Mirror's Edge.
Exactly.
So
And I'd rather play Mirror's Edge over fucking Brink.
there are those isolated cases, and I'll give you that. But a lot of us, and we bitch all the time, and we think we're justified. But it is like super entitlement, like back in the day, and
that's me being old now.
Games,
I mean, like, you know?
games were like basically the same price. Like I remember Sonic and Knuckles was like $50.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you get way more out of a game now than Sonic and Knuckles, even
and that's completely fair.
pretty shitty games. But like, you know, like we're living in a cool time where games are super prevalent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
To counter that argument, though, Sonic and Knuckles worked.
It did. It did work.
You never had to worry about. I shouldn't say never, because I know any
rarely.
game is possible of glitching.
Yeah.
Any game at any time, no matter
absolutely.
how stable. But back in the day, if you played a Sega game, you didn't have to worry about possibly booting it up and blue screening, crashing, the console freaking out, like any number of possible things. Because there was a different mentality for game development back then. Like, it has to work. This absolutely has to work now, because we can't fix it if it doesn't, and it will fuck our reputation and our company ultimately if it doesn't.
And then they release new Sonic games. And it's just
And
the
then
worst.
Sonic 06 and Sonic and the Black Knight happened.
God.
I hear Sonic and the Black Knight is a great game.
Yeah, Sonic Boom was a really good time, I remember.
Oh man.
It's weird, like, game-breaking stuff that's, like, inexcusable. And, you know, and also, like, for, like, Destiny, for example, like, that's a rare case where, like,
I fucking hated that game when it came
they
out.
didn't have anything for it. Like, it was just super plain, and there was no story, anything.
Yeah, nothing.
And
there.
that was their game plan.
That was,
like,
which is crazy.
And then they're like, we'll release the rest of the game over time.
Yeah.
And
You know,
that's, like, the biggest offender to me. Like,
I think that was such a kick in
they
the
could have
nuts.
just fucking made a game and then...
Yeah.
And then released it.
Yeah.
instead
Yeah,
of the
like-
other way around.
that's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
That's Activision for you. They like to do shit like that sometimes.
Destiny wasn't even on my radar for things that I was excited about until other people told me, like, you should be excited for this. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, sure, I'll do
And
that.
then I downloaded, like, the demo or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this could actually be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because, like, the boss was fucking cool. It was, like, the spider tank thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And you had to, like, fucking do teamwork and shit like that. And I was like,
That's really cool.
this is super dope if this is the demo. And then they released the game, and it was just like the demo.
That was it. Yeah.
And I was like,
That was all you had.
yeah, I was like, whoa, wait. There's not more story. There's
Yeah.
no other areas.
I played the
really?
main campaign of Destiny, and I was just like,
Yep.
well,
It was
okay.
that, I guess.
Yeah,
I
I was
didn't
like,
care
that
about
was
none of this.
nothing.
Now
Yeah.
we're done, I guess.
I didn't care about shit. Like, I played through it, like, that was like one of my, the reason I bought an Xbox One actually was like, dude, I want to play Destiny. That looks fucking dope. So I went ahead and I bought an Xbox, because I had a PlayStation 4.
Oh shit,
and then-
Boston.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh,
Siege breaker,
shit.
let's fuck him
oh,
up!
fuck!
Oh,
Punch
damn.
him in the tits!
You're about to get the dick!
Oh, shit!
Ow,
He's got
ow.
blades
Ow.
on his arms!
Bro, he's sweeping you out, dog. He's sweeping you out.
I
He
don't
is
know where
suck
I
a
am.
feeling.
He is eating the fuck out of
Where
you.
am I? Oh,
Oh shit, there's another one! He's got
Dude,
friends!
what?
He's got friends!
I don't remember this fight being like this.
I don't remember this at all.
I didn't sign up for this!
Shit.
God
That was
damn.
fucking
Whoa.
mayhem. It was awesome.
Holy fucking Starship
God,
Troopers.
this game shreds.
Making a fucking breakthrough.
So anyway, with Destiny,
Yeah. So
Um,
back to Destiny.
I will say that it plays really well.
Plays really
God,
well.
yeah.
The controls are fucking tight.
The shooting
Like,
is
all-
incredible.
It looks
as good as it
gorgeous.
gets, pretty much.
It
Like,
looks
Yeah.
tight.
but God damn, I need context, and I don't want to wait
Yeah.
for a fucking
DLC a year later.
of the rest of the game to come out.
Yeah, and that's just, I think that's, again, like I said, just another hit in the nuts right there.
You guys want to know what's really
Spend
funny?
$60 on that, and you get shit.
So people watching, listening to this, whatever, if that's a thing, the irony here.
Thanks
is
for
that-
watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks
We've
by
all
the way.
played through it.
No, the irony is that we're currently playing on a Destiny Edition PS4.
That's fucking awesome. Now, okay, the thing is though, A, they fixed Destiny. Destiny's really fun.
They fixed
B,
it so much.
you want to hear something fun about Destiny? Originally, when Destiny came out, the loot system was just a fucking travesty.
It was the worst thing I've ever experienced.
Well,
I was-
there's
it
that.
made me-
And I've been to
quit.
Nam.
It made
I've
me
been
quit,
to
dude.
Nam.
Oh
I
my
had a
god.
degree from
Fucking-
Stanford, and it was dick.
Perfect. fucking perfect.
Activision is the one who made Destiny or published Destiny or whatever. Destiny is one of theirs. Activision owns Blizzard. They pulled in a few of the guys actually from the Diablo 3 team to the Destiny team and said, "Hey guys, help us make this game fucking fun.
Make our loot system fucking work, please." I got shafted.
They definitely know loot.
Oh
Yes,
god,
they
yes.
do.
Yeah, because I'm coming right now. So I see, dude. Even when I see like a little white thing drop on the ground, I just finish every single time. It's my favorite thing.
That's
like,
your seed falling.
Oh my god. And that's like every time I see like a legendary, you don't even want to know what's happening in my pants. It's ridiculous. Just
Billy,
like
you're sitting right
jamboree.
next to him.
It's like
Just
Greek
a
yogurt.
jamboree. Yeah. Oh my god.